Did you know that the average Portuguese citizen eats 100 pounds of cod in a year? My name's Alexa, and I'm going to tell you a couple things about Portugal. First, I'm going to tell you a little bit of background information about Portugal. Second, I'm going to tell you about its communication behaviors. And third, I'm going to tell you about a controversial law they passed. According to Culturgram's 2020 ProQuest online edition, in the article Portugal, the total land area of Portugal is smaller than Hungary or the United States state of Indiana. The Tagus River divides Portugal in two, with northern Portugal being more mountainous and southern Portugal being more of a hilly and valley land. Most of Portugal's population live on the coast in the major cities of Lisbon and Porto. 10 million people live in Portugal. 65% or 7 million people live in Lisbon, which is the capital city of Portugal, or Porto. That's 267 people per square mile in those two cities. Portugal has its own type of architecture. It's an ornamental architectural style used to decorate buildings and walls, and it is called azulejos. There is no state religion. They do have practice religious freedom. It's guaranteed. 81% of Portuguese natives are Roman Catholic. 3% are of another Christian denomination, with 7% claiming no religion. Catholic worshipers from around the world do travel to Fatima, where it is believed the Virgin Mary has been sighted. Now that I told you a little background information about Portugal, I'm going to tell you about some of its communication behaviors. According to the Hofstede Country Comparison, Portugal has a low individualism rate compared to the United States. Portugal has 27%, while the United States has 91%. So families in Portugal maintain very close ties with their family or extended family, and even their external friendships. That makes Portugal a collectivist culture. Children are expected from a very young age to do chores, whether it be setting the table or taking care of pets. If they live in rural areas, those chores could be doubled, taking care of the orchards on the farms or the farm animals like milking cows. Because of these strong family ties, touching in communication is very common. Random person you meet on the street, a handshake is the regular form of touching through communication. Friends often hug and also give beijinhos, which is a kiss on the cheek. It always starts with the right cheek going to the left cheek. They even kiss their acquaintances like that. I experienced that when I was there. Benita, one of our Airbnb hosts, did that, and I was very confused because I'd never had that happen before in that way. They can be very reserved outward, but physical communication is very important to them. They believe it shows friendship, but they do have some things that is very impolite. They do not like it when you point at someone. It's considered very impolite. But when you're going to meet someone, the person arriving is already expected to meet first in the fashion, if it's a friendship, a hug, or a handshake, if it's a business meeting, like that. Now that I've told you about some of their communication behaviors, I'm going to tell you about a controversial law. According to Worldmark Encyclopedia of Customs and Daily Life, violent crime is very rare in Portugal, but it does have a drug problem. While there, I observed people purchasing drugs in front of the police and was offered drugs in front of the police, and I was very confused. In Austin Frack's October 2020 New York Times article titled "Pointers from Portugal on Addiction and the Drug War," Portugal decriminalized the personal possession of drugs. You cannot have large quantities smuggled into the country, but if it's your personal stock, you can use it. The policy has helped expand substance abuse treatment compared to the United States. Only a third of the people in the United States get the proper medical help to stop addiction, whereas 2/3 in Portugal do. Opioid deaths have dropped. New cases of drug-related disease have dropped in Portugal. Now that I told you about some background information for Portugal, some communication behaviors, and a controversial law that they have, I hope someday you go visit Portugal. This speech did not convey its beauty at all. So definitely go visit Portugal. Thank you.